What is up, guys? AMG here. Welcome back to a new video. This is day, I believe, number 5 of the Road to Top 200 challenge. So welcome back. Hope you're having an amazing day. If you're new here, feel free to like and subscribe. But let's get straight into it here, okay? So, solid day overall. Here, I'll just show you right now. We did all 6 attacks on stream. One unfortunate 99%, which sucks. But other than that, pretty solid day on defense. We got 2 defenses, and that's not amazing, but it's solid for sure. It could have been worse. So let's go ahead and get to our last 2 attacks of the day. Wish me luck. So, the first thing you want to scan for is what I always say, guys. Make sure that you go for those poison towers. They're very important to take out early on, or any of those spell towers. So rage, invis, stuff like that. It is nice to take them out at the start of the battles, okay? You also want to look for monoliths, air defenses. You know, you get the gist. But let's go ahead and start off. Let's go ahead and use that that earthquake spell to slow everything down a little bit. And we're going to have to use an invis spell to keep her alive from that minion prince. And then she should charge her way over to that scatter shot. And then the inferno. Perfect. After that poison tower goes down, she'll take out that fire spitter. So unfortunately she goes to that minion prince, which really hurts us. I don't know why she keeps returning to him, to be honest. That sucks. So we wasted a lot of spells doing that, and he's still alive, which is really annoying, but at least it looks like our RC will take out the Town Hall and the Monolith, so that's not the worst thing in the world. It's just that overall we haven't taken out a lot of defenses, so we're just going to have to try really hard here. Let's go ahead and use the giant arrow to take down an air defense, and then we're going to go ahead and start off on this side of the map. Try and take out that air sweeper early on so it's not that big of an issue. We're going to go ahead and use that minion prince ability hopefully soon. Right now is a good opportunity to do so, and we're going to start cleaning up with our minions here. So looking good so far. We're going to go ahead and use that Warden ability now, as we found a good timing for it, and we're going to save our minions. So in today's video, the fail happened because I didn't save a minion, and there was one stupid building on the outside that stayed alive, and that's what cost us the 3 stars. So it's very important to hold on to your minions sometimes, because, you know, there is going to be a few buildings on the outside that may cost you the attack. So once again, very important, right? But yeah, we are going to have the 3 star here, hopefully. We have a lot of time left, and we should get it done. Once again, guys, I mentioned this in a previous video, but bases are kind of situated to take out root riders, right? And that means a lot of expos are set to ground. So if you're using an air attack, you low-key have an advantage sometimes because of those ground expos. People are trying to defend against root riders and kind of allow dragons to go crazy. So that's very important. Go ahead and try out this army if you haven't already. It's very strong. But we're going to go ahead and hop into our final attack here. Very annoying base. Once again, I think I've seen this base before, actually. But we're going to take out one of those spell towers and then the monolith, hopefully. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Let's go ahead and start ourselves off. Probably right here. Quickly utilize that rocket spear. And we're looking okay. Expo does regenerate health, which sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. Our RC is kind of low on health as well, so we got to be very careful here. Make sure she doesn't take much more damage, because that's going to suck. We're also heading into a Giga Bomb and a Poison Tower, which is going to cost us a lot of health. So we just got to be very, very precise here with our placement. Hopefully there aren't any more like giant bombs nearby, because that's going to really suck for us. But let's pay close attention here. kind of try and analyze where she's going to go next. So she will go for those air sweepers. And then that Inferno, which is totally fine. We're going to go ahead and make the Inferno invisible because it's going to go down anyway. And then she will take out that Town Hall, which is amazing for us, right? And then we're going to go ahead and use that Giant Arrow to take out that Clan Castle right away. A little pro tip for you guys. Use that Giant Arrow to take out the Clan Castle sometimes if it's very low on health. And we're looking great so far. Gonna go ahead and use that ability as we did find a good time for it. Usually, guys, you want to use the Minion Prince ability before the Warden ability. You want to save the Warden ability if you can. It comes in handy to use a little bit later on for those bombs, as you guys can see, and those tougher sections later on. But unfortunately, it looks like that Poison Tower might respawn, which could hurt us a little bit. Also, we don't have our Archer Queen. She went down, but hopefully, we still have the Giant, which is great. It's just okay. The Poison Tower luckily went down early, and it looks like we are looking good for that 3-star here. So once again, guys, hopefully, I'm sorry that I am not really explaining everything like perfectly, but hopefully you guys are like intuitively understanding what I'm doing here. Like, I have explained this attack strategy millions of times, and I'm sorry for all the new players who like didn't really get an in-depth explanation from this video, but I am trying my absolute best. Tune into the streams every day. They're around 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern time if you do want to watch my attacks live. But we're going to go ahead and end the video watching a 95% defense, as we always do. We always check out the best defense of the day. By the way, this is the base I will be using for this season. I'm probably not going to switch it, to be honest. Still having a lot of success with it, as you guys can see. Only 11 out of 39 people 3-starred us, which is very solid stats, right? So let's see what this guy did wrong. He actually used an all-dragon army, which is, once again, very meta, very good. All-dragon armies, guys, are nice to use with my strategy. However, in those lower level town halls, guys, such as anything below Town Hall 16, it might be better to use all dragons and not all dragon riders. And the reason I say this, guys, is because you don't unlock the Angry Jelly for your Minion Prince, and that is an absolute game changer for your army, because the problem with my Dragon Rider army, even now, is defending heroes and defending Clan Castle troops, right? Defending heroes and Clan Castle troops are a huge problem. And the reason I say this is obvious, right? Because they fight your Dragon Riders, and your Dragon Riders don't fight them back, right? So if you have the Angry Jelly with the Minion Prince, your Minion Prince follows up with your Dragon Riders and attacks those defending heroes, as he's very close to the Dragon Riders, right? So it makes a lot of sense. So if you're a low level Town Hall, give my army a try. Just know that those defending heroes are going to be more of a problem for you, probably, okay? And those Clan Castles as well. So just keep that in mind. Definitely a really great strategy for low level Town Halls, what I'm doing, but just got to be a little bit more careful for sure. So this guy, as we saw, sorry that I was kind of yapping for a bit, but as you guys could see, his Royal Champion charge wasn't ideal. Like she kept wandering away from the invisibility spells, and it kind of cost him a lot of damage and time, right? So he kind of had a bad start here, and then a lot of his army, so he's actually using a kind of solo king strategy, which is very interesting. That king actually did a lot of work for him. So the snake bracelet guy is low-key kind of underrated, but it was pretty valuable for him here, but it didn't save the day. He had a really bad charge once again, and also a lot of his troops kind of wandered off to the outside of the base, right? So if you're the problem with dragons, guys, is yes, you can have more of them if you decide to use an all dragon army, more of them than dragon riders, right? However, you have to be very careful with their pathing, because they'll literally target anything, and they oftentimes wander off to the side while everything in the middle of the base just snipes them out, right? So that's a huge problem with dragons. Once again, guys, they're very solid, and I recommend them at all town halls. They're very meta, very solid. However, you got to be extra careful with them, okay? You got to be extra careful. And honestly, guys, we're pretty lucky we came away with this defense here. It got very close at the end, but it was a time fail. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. It really, really does help out the channel. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow.